How did watching that make you feel? Was it intense? It most likely didn't make you feel calm, right? What about that? A lot different from the first clip. We live in a time where there are so many different things for us to watch, like a buffet, choices on choices on choices. And when it comes to choosing, do you find yourself choosing similar media, or does it vary from show to show? You probably recognize him, right? This is Jeremy Allen White. He plays Carmy Berzotto in The Bear, a dramatic television show created by Christopher Storer that has been running for 3 seasons with the 4th on the way. Carmy, a renowned fine dining chef who has returned to his hometown of Chicago to save his late brother's hole-in-the-wall struggling restaurant.
System! This is your brother's house. I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't he leave it to you then?
Ayowa Dibri plays Sydney and works right alongside him helping to revive the restaurant and is ready to jump right in on her first day. The storytelling, the character dynamics, and the camera language all tie together to create a tense environment. However, when I'm looking for a show, I just want to escape from the world. Watch something calm like this. The Great British Baking Show is a show that is based in the UK. It takes place in a large white tent in the English countryside with 12 bakers representing all different kinds of people from Great Britain who complete wholesome baking challenges while birds chirp outside. But what I find so interesting about these shows is I turn to both of them when I'm looking for an escape. I turn to the pastel colors and the bread rising, as well as the constant chaos of a grease-covered kitchen. But why? I believe we're seeking the truthfulness of both these shows. The Bear reflects the stress we see in our lives, but in a fictionalized world that lives and breathes separately from real life. It's close enough to where we can relate and identify with it and obsess over it, but far enough away that we can take a step back and control stepping away when the stress becomes too much. Or, if your life doesn't have the levels of thrill and intensity you're looking for, then The Bear is like getting on a roller coaster. Where on the other hand, Bake Off is a safe haven where the only stakes are dessert. But the contestants are so real that we connect with them, we root for them, we're connected to the people. We want to see ourselves on screen, and even if it's not always direct representations of ourselves, which Hollywood representation is a topic where there isn't enough time in the world to dissect it. But in movies of all different genres across Hollywood, sci-fi, action, thriller, horror, drama, comedy, there are elements of human connection and truthfulness and glimpses into real life that draw us all into the movies and stories that we love. You can't have an action film without the conflict between the protagonist and the antagonist, the small details that add to the big picture and build out the world. There can't be a world crisis without the small moments, without the humanness. People won't come back to the media they're seeing if they can't feel like they can connect to it. So, shows like The Bear and The Great British Baking Show are all truthful, are all human experiences, human stories that we can tap into if we relate to them, or we can watch them if we don't relate to them, but we want to see the experiences of other people. In Season 2 of The Bear, there's an episode titled Fishes. It's Christmas Day dinner at the Berzotto's house. And I don't know if I've ever experienced a more chaotic episode of television than this.
What the fuck do you think I've been doing this morning for?
Okay, come on, hey, how can I help?
You can fix the forks.
Just need some olives for the drinks. I'm not gonna touch nothing.
What you celebrate or what your experience are, it's highly likely that you've experienced the tensions or arguing with family members in the kitchen right before food is being served on the table for holiday dinner. I think that people got hooked on both these shows because they're both human, they're truthful, they're honest, and it's almost like looking in a mirror. Maybe we're not all professional chefs, maybe we're not all amateur bakers on a reality show, but we see ourselves in the people. We see ourselves in the struggles they face, and we compare that to our real life, and I think it's so special that we're able to do that.